Hi there, Canada here, and we continue covering features of different Shimano group sets. We are now on the Shimano road group sets. On the last episode we talked about Sora versus Ultegra, Ultegra being the one I recommended, really cool stuff. And today we have Ultegra 6800 and Shimano 105 5800. Now there's not much to talk about really. I mean, both group sets are quite nice. The difference will be, in terms of the price, will be for around $200, being $445 for 105 and $646 for a whole Ultegra 6800 group set. And the main difference between those two will be weight-wise. So, of course, the Ultegra will be lighter. Your bike on Ultegra components will be around 300 grams lighter. I'm gonna give you all the weights of those components. But in terms of the features that we have, thanks to this trickle-down philosophy, we already have all the features that Ultegra has. So we have very nicely shaped shifters, which are very similar even on Ultegra right now. Here we have a longer arm of the front derailleur, which really improves shifting in the front. It can be a bit tricky in terms of adjusting those when you just assemble a new one. This is the Ultegra, and it's essentially the same. So it really looks the same here, right? And shifting is very crisp and very quick in the front. That's good. Cranksets very similar, same forearm crank design. In terms of the weight, very similar. I'm gonna tell you that just in a second. And then, of course, the press fit and BSA bottom bracket option. The rear derailleur on 105 has already the stronger spring as the higher group sets, and it does work quite okay, I would say. In terms of the cassette, we have one triplet on the Spider, aluminum Spider for 105, and for the Ultegra we have one triplet, one double Spider, and then the rest is loose. So first triplet is on carbon Spider, then the rest is on the other Spider is aluminum, and the rest is loose. So the cassette will be lighter on Ultegra, of course. Both group sets once more have same system for the calipers. They do have this dual pivot system with additional roller bearing, which I don't like so much when it's dirty. But we have the standard mount and the direct mount both for Ultegra and for 105. Let me show you. 105 has same exact option here, so kind of similar. We have dedicated hubs, dedicated pedals here, and Ultegra has dedicated, very cool, tubeless ready wheel set. Alright, so now just a couple of informations about weights. Alright, so Ultegra shifters 425 grams, for 105 60 grams more. So we save 60 grams on the shifter. That's interesting because the front derailleur has exact same weight, which is different options for the assemblies 104 and 89, exactly the same for 105. That's interesting. In terms of the crankset of Ultegra with the bottom bracket weighs 765 grams, and for 105 without bottom bracket weighs 725. So with the bottom bracket, which weighs around 77 grams, that would be roughly 800 grams. So around like 60 grams lighter than the 105. It's not much really. The rear derailleur, there you go, we've got 195 and 207. For the 105 we have 234 and 250, so around 40 grams saved on the rear derailleur. Cassette, the cassette will have some nice weight saving, I think. 212 for Ultegra and 284 for 105. So around 72 grams should be lighter, the Ultegra. We save 70 grams. The chain, that's interesting, exact the same way, 257 for Ultegra and for 105, same system, Sealtech, HG, X11 and same weight. So is there any point of having different chains? I don't know. And for the caliper brakes, the weight saving will be not so much. We have 340 grams for a pair and 350, right? No, 350 for 105, same mount, so 10 grams lighter. So that's not so much. If you're thinking about some more details here, you can always go for productinfoshimano.com. I'm going to show you just a couple of details here. We are now on the shifting braking lever. That's very important part for us, right, of the components. So we have ST6800 and ST5800. Don't look at those here. This is the older Groupset here. But what's the difference? We have here, that's interesting, multi-bearing construction is only on the older one, Ultegra. But in terms of the cables, we have Sealtech for Ultegra, no, sorry, polymer coated on Ultegra and OptiSlick on 105. And we have the bracket, which is made of CFRP, that's carbon fiber reinforced polymer, on the Ultegra, and glass fiber reinforced polymer, so cheaper and a bit heavier for 105. And then the main lever is once more carbon fiber reinforced polymer, or just plastic, like high quality plastic for Ultegra, and aluminum for 105. If we look at the crankset, for example, there's not so many differences. Aluminum arms with the steel spindle. Once more, Ultegra is here, 105 is here. But the difference will be for the chain rings. Outer ring is aluminum on carbon fiber reinforced polymer, and aluminum on glass fiber reinforced polymer for 105. And the inner ring is both aluminum for both 105 and Ultegra, so not so much. You have all the weights here. There is not so huge difference for those two. Rear derailleur will have some nice features like fluoride coated link bushings. Ultegra will have 4 of these fluoride coated, and 105 will have 2. That's here. Then we have like B-axle made of aluminum for Ultegra and steel for 105. The bracket body, both aluminum, P-axle, aluminum for Ultegra, steel for 105, and then plate body, carbon fiber reinforced polymer for Ultegra and aluminum for 105. So you can look that up here on this website. Mostly it's just the difference in terms of the material used for building those. No titanium gear for Ultegra and 105, I think not for the Derailleur either. But as you can see, Ultegra has 1 carbon spider arm and 1 aluminum spider arm, and 105 has just 1 aluminum spider arm. So that's it, guys. Which one would I recommend? If you don't mind spending $200 for mostly weight saving, you will have maybe some smoother bushings on the rear derailleur and some bearing on the shifter, I think, here on the Ultegra. Just look that up on the website. Then it's okay, but for myself, Shimano 105 is just fine. Really, Ultegra, which is 10-speed, is just great for the price. So you choose for yourself. If you've got the money, it's okay. It's not that much of a difference. The difference will be really between the Ultegra and Derailleur, and then we'll really think about what's worthy to pay for here. Thank you for watching. Give me some thumbs up, and very soon I'm gonna upload the comparison of Derailleur and Ultegra. See you soon. Bye bye.